essentially last week what we saw was off the Monday open. Let me just mark that out. Last week. Off the Monday open last week, we pretty much swept out the Thursday high, which I wanted to see get run for its price to put in the low of the week within this far for leg up here, where we traded higher off of, sweeping out previous week's high, closing back within the weekly range. So essentially, we just saw an accumulation week. We just saw price trade up and down within this range right here, not really distributing anywhere. And so we've been trading within this range here, and on the daily time frame, we've been trading within this range here for about a month now, a month and a half, or just about a month within this daily SIBI, and we've been here for about 2 weeks since the start of October. And the reason for this is my assumption is elections approaching. So that's my assumption for this accumulation, as we have elections in next week or the week after next week. So I think price is pretty much engineering liquidity for elections to come out, which will see manipulation on one sell side or buy side, and then expansion. And for this week, pretty much what I'm looking at is, so I wanted to see price trade higher. So price is trading higher off this far imbalance here. Hello, so this week finna be ass. Yeah, we'll get into that, but essentially we're seeing price trade higher off this 4 hour for value up here. I'm pretty sure we're gonna reach previous week high, like soon. Like we're gonna reach previous week high, probably on Monday. We probably will reach this high here. Gotta make sure there's no SMT at that high. Yes, there's no SMT there, but I'm expecting us to trade a previous week high now. Put in the high week here. This is what I expect to see is price trade a previous week high, put in the high of the week here, and then we can see lower prices off of that for this week to, I want to see I want to see these lows get run this week. And I want to see ideally a SMT at this high with previous week high. But it also could go either way, right? After we trade off previous week high, and then come down and trade previous week low, price could start trading higher and just accumulate within this range because elections is next week. So we could see another accumulation like we've been seeing the past few weeks. So we're going to trade this week very carefully and just trade it as we react to the market. But this high right here is a clear draw for Monday. And let me pull up the economic calendar. Yeah, so we have no news on Monday. We have Tuesday, high impact news, Joel's job opening, consumer confidence. We have non-farm employment change on Wednesday, which is going to be high impact news. This is going to move the market, as well as unemployment claims on Thursday and Friday non-farm employment change. So lots of high impact news this week. Lots of high impact news. So I think we'll see pretty nice price movement in terms of manipulation, right? So we slipped up previously high with SMT. We're trading hard this 4 hours, so I think we're going to resweep this week's high, and then potentially see lower prices off of that down to previous week low, or essentially we might just accumulate within this range. But I want to see previous week high get run, then previous week low get run, and then see if we can trade past that to these lows here, which are my draw for this week. We will watch how we trade off previous week high though, to determine whether we're going to actually trade lower off of that. If we trade through previous week high, like pretty much just place through it, then I'm probably going to be looking at these highs as a draw. But this week I would de-risk because, like I said, it's a week before elections, and we've been seeing some horrible action, or just action that's just accumulating. All right, engineering liquidity before elections. The daily candles have pretty much just been trading up and down for the past month and a half. What's up, Tech? So tomorrow, essentially coming to tomorrow, I'm gonna see how this overnight session trades. If we trade higher during the overnight, take our previous week high during the 11 session, I'm gonna be looking for bearish plays for the New York AM session. Right? If the London session trades above previous, continues trading above previous high, like this, I'm going to be looking for initially bearish plays back to discount of the London range to see if we actually want to start reaching higher off of that, or we actually end up being lower. So I would take shorts only back down to discount though, because you don't want to be longing up in here in premium. You don't want to be taking longs in premium. It's just simple like ICT concepts. You want to short in premium and long in discount. Did y'all hear that? Did you guys hear that? What did it say? Hope you guys did not hear that. No, you've been speaking. Oh, okay, that's good. No, did you guys hear like the text to speech my laptop read out? Because I got an iMessage and it just read the text to speech. You guys did not hear that. Okay, that's okay. You guys did not hear the text to speech. Alright. Why are those lows your weekly draw? So I'm seeing how we play off these highs first, right? I'm seeing how we play off this high. If we play off this high bearish, I'm be targeting these as my lows, because this right here is low resistance liquidity. We've been pretty much just accumulating. We've been forming this low resistance liquidity for about a month now. So I want to see if we can trade these lows as manipulation for higher during elections. So that's like what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing. But it really depends on how we trade this high here, right? If we trade this high and just keep going above, then I would expect these highs to be the draw. Because it's hard to determine a bias within this price action when you've been just accumulating. So you have to wait for price to trade outside of the range, buy side or sell side. And we actually did that last week. We traded outside of the range last week with this move up higher, putting the SMT with this previous week high, or the week before that, and we were seeing pretty much lower off of that. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And off the daily open, marked out the daily open from today, we've just seen bullish price action, this bullish distribution higher. So I'm gonna see how the London session trades to frame a proper bias for tomorrow, coming to the New York session. I will be live at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time for the New York session, but we'll be monitoring setups. Like I will see if there's a good setup, I'll take it, but the risk, because it's No News Monday and we have lots of high impact news coming into next week. What if some money or this week we don't take those highs? Are you going to expect lower to take lows getting higher? So if money doesn't take those highs and it actually just sells off right here, then so if money sells off from here, which is unlikely. I mean, we're trading higher off this 4 hour, so I don't really see Monday selling off. But if Monday sells off in versus 4 hour, then yeah, I'd probably look at previous week low. Or I could just be rebalancing this price range back to discount to come higher. So I'm gonna watch that. It's just monitoring this price range we're in. I doubt we don't take this high though. Like I doubt we don't take it. It's only 350 ticks away, and London can definitely expand to that. What open high locals are you losing? Are you using? You mean like the indicator? This. I use the daily. I use the daily one. So the daily, and then I have this price opening set to daily, and I don't use New York midnight. I use a 6 p.m. opening time price. So when I mark it out, right, it's marked out at 6 p.m. Eastern time instead of the minute open. Because if you do the minute open watch, it opens at minute open, which I like to mark at minute open myself and then have this set to the daily open. You guys, any more questions? Y16 versus midnight. Okay, well, so CVAS, you know 6 p.m. is the opening price, right, of a daily candle, and then midnight open is pretty much open of like the true it's called true day open, so pretty much open of the next day. I like to use a daily open because it shows you where end dog is, as well as the fact that I feel like this shows you that where the opening session of the Asian session is. It's not really preference. Um, I feel like it's more accurate. This shows you the open of the Asian session, whereas midnight open is just midnight open. This shows you the open of the Asian session, so you can see like your pretty much price trades accumulates here, and then let's just say London trades lower, right, below the daily open. So now I would see we're below the daily open, so that means we swept out the Asian low, and we're pretty much we're in discount of the daily candle. So if I was bullish, I'd be looking for longs. Really depends on the bias of the day, but that's just like a pattern example. I'm really bearish because the daily doesn't have a very lower wick. Exactly, I'm bearish. I'm really bearish too. I want to see us take this high to frame a short position off of that. There's no bottom wick on the daily candle. That means there's no bottom manipulation. So essentially, what this means is this whole price move up right here is probably the manipulation of the day. This right here is the manipulation of the day. So I want to see price trade some sort of higher time frame key level, which would give the manipulation some framework to take shorts off of. Because if we end up with a bearish day, everything above the daily open is going to look like a wick. It's going to be the wick of the daily candle, and then we're going to have the body right here. Right, the body right here. From lower. How do you get the gap? Is it this gap right here? This gap is just end dog. Everyone should have in their chart. This is just the new day opening gap. This is just like part of price action. It's not a setting. It's just end dog. It's the opening price. It's price closed here and price open up here. How about the daily candle versus working out today? Yeah, so I mean I use the daily candle from the daily profile, but then there's a 4 hour power 3. I mean it's just I don't really change the setting to the 4 hour candle. But I just mark out the 10 a.m. open with like a line like this. You'll see me do in the morning. In the lives I'll mark out right here. 10 a.m. open, 9:30 open, 8:30 a.m. open. And then frame a PO30 off of that. But you'll see me do in the morning. Alright, I'm gonna hop off here. If you guys have any more questions, I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. I record this, by the way. Let you send a thumbs up. I reply with the sob emoji. I appreciate you, brother. I put the fire emoji. Alright. Appreciate you too. I got you. Alright. I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright. Have a good night, guys. I'll post this on YouTube. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. Fuck, I gotta make a fucking TikTok now. Boy, I'm exhausted, bro. Do I take a nap and then wake up?
Is it a meme or is it a real one? Just make the TikTok.
Real one. Right now?
Yeah, I would just sleep and then once you wake up.